during the internship, and my goal was to make it hurt.
Make it hurt. You have to
I
expound on
wanted
that
them
one.
to hurt, like even feel the pain before I left. Like, oh my God, like Aaron's leaving in a month. Uh, what
You
are we
wanted
gonna?
them to
Hey
miss you.
Dave, what are we gonna do when Aaron leaves?
Yeah.
Because I can't
Yeah.
maintain the workload.
Yep.
What like make it hurt? Like so, when the day that you leave, people are hurting.
Yeah. You want to fill that gap. It's like any other team that you're building, right? Even in my industry, going back to their lights on, lights off mentality. I think I'm a millennial, so I think we're the last generation to like really like incorporate that into our work. Not to speak anything bad about Gen Z. There's good things I like about the generation. There's bad things that I just don't
About
agree with them.
every
Every
generation.
generation. But that sort of grind impact is like not felt, at least in the things that I do right
Oh
now. It's
no,
just
and we
sort of,
pale in comparison to our grandparents, by the
oh,
way.
oh, absolutely, that's different. They were, that, but I'm talking about now in modern times in the
Without a
workforce.
doubt.
There's a huge gap.
Oh, dude, we were just my daughter coaches volleyball, and we were just talking about this. How and my kids have a hard time. They're in their 20s. They have a hard time with some of their peers because they grew up in a work hard, play hard,
Yeah.
high expectation
Yep.
environment, and high expectation on both sides of working hard and playing hard, and that balance, and that isn't happening today.
Nope.
So they have a hard time with it, and so now my daughter's coaching these kids, and they're not even trained like practicing or training or working out as hard as she did,
Right.
which pales in the comparison of what she did to what I did,
Yeah.
which pales in comparison to what I did to my grandparents.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
just, and not to say, I just think things are a little bit out of balance. Like the work hard, play hard. You have to, so back to the turn lights on, turn lights off. And I did probably not sleep enough, but I did leave carved time out. Friday night was a night. Saturday, the weekend was my place. Like
Right.
even going in school, like I always tell people it's important to put those things on the calendar
Yep.
so that you have things to look forward to. People that would report to me, I always, anytime that either I hired someone new or someone came into my organization, it was on them to tell me what fuels their tank.
Yeah.
And if they tell me, as a good example, living here in Portland, because we have an amazing mountain just an hour and a half away, if snowboarding or skiing is important to them and that fuels their tank, and it's a Wednesday at Nike and it just dumped last night and it's like steep and deep up there, and you're sitting here and there's no like priorities at work going on, and what I'm like, yo, John, why aren't you up on the hill?
Yeah.
Oh, I just have this. I'm like, do you though? Like, dude, that can wait. Like, I know you're going to get it done. Go get some.
Yeah. I wish. I guess in your industry could just being a creative.
It can be
That's
anybody as long as you set those expectations.
Yeah.
My other thing was like, now if you do that, I don't make sure you cover it. Like you make
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
everyone
no,
knows,
yeah, yeah.
and that's everybody knows that that's my policy, and like make sure you're covered, so that nobody's coming to me saying, "Hey, where's John?"
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I would push back, and then same with like what COVID did. Like I think this, working remotely, I think that pendulum is still swinging back into like the right place, because we are human beings are a communal creature.
Yep.
So this physical energy that we have in this room is real.
Yeah.
There's a reason why you spent the money to fly here, and we're not doing this over Zoom.
Yeah.
Right.
It's true. I hate the online interview platform.
But that's
unless necessary. I'm happy that's an alternative,
100%.
but I much prefer this.
100%, and that's my point. Like I work with clients. I'm helping start companies with people I've still yet to meet, which is amazing,
Yeah.
right? And I love that. But would we be further along and maybe have more depth if we were to have been in person? Yeah, for sure. But so what is that balance? And finding that balance is important. So and not everybody has that ability, but I'm just saying, don't assume that you don't have it. At least have the conversation and see what you can, like how you can arrange your schedule so that, I mean, people do it, like even people that work hourly. It's like, hey, so and so is in town. This concert is happening Tuesday night. I'm supposed to work Tuesday night. Can you take my shift? I'll take yours.
Right.
Oh, that'd be awesome because Thursday is when I'm supposed to work, but so and so's like,
Yeah.
it's just,
It's that community feel, honestly. And I think COVID, to your point, I wasn't here in the United States, so I dealt with a different version of COVID when I was living in the Middle East, but it completely changed the way things are just people communicate now.
Yeah.
I see with just my younger peers, everything is an email. Everything. I was like, can we talk? Let's talk about this. Come to my office, sit down.
Yeah.
And sometimes the art of the conversation has just been lost.
Or just pick up the phone.
Pick up the phone, get an answer.
By the way, I tell my kids, my kids can do that. And they do that. And that is now it's for everybody that's out there that's listening, that is a 20 something, like that's an advantage. If you have that ability and that now kind of talent, use it to your advantage, because not all of your peers do.
Also, working hard is an advantage too, because if you're just willing to grind, which was the expectation, everybody was doing that maybe back in your day, maybe people who are elder millennials. Now working hard just makes you stand out. The guy who's willing to open the light and close the light, right? Like the person who's willing to stay there and grind through there's during the moment it's painful, but there is added benefits to that. Like no one's gonna tell me it's not an added benefit. And just a little tidbit, like I was never the most talented person on any of the sports teams I played. But the one thing I can control, my dad always used to, it's your effort.
Yeah.
I wanted the coach to know that I am going to run on the treadmill longer than anybody else here. Maybe not the fastest, but I will work the hardest at practice. I will do all the things the right way, not cut the corners. There were people who were far more talented than me, but I knew I would never get cut so long as I kept the mentality. Yeah. I was just an energy guy. You know what I mean? Like,
cut me for talent. Don't cut me for effort.
Yeah. Exactly. So if you're gonna cut me because I'm not good enough, right? But not.
And I want to find out why, so I can do the work to fill those gaps for later.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure. So and that's around the idea of like working smarter, not necessarily harder.